Hi, welcome back to BrainFLoTv / Hot Topics TV. If you ain't never been here before, just go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Please click the bell next to the subscribe button so you are notified every time a new video goes up on Hot Topics TV. You already know if the topic is hot, we are on it. Things are getting out of control. Things are getting way out of control. Listen, it started out with Cassie Ventura's lawsuit against Diddy. The floodgates were opened. It went from 1 to 5. It went from 5 to 7. It went from 7 to 10. And now we are hearing, according to Fox 5, Lisa Evers, shout out to her, over 100 new civil lawsuits are expected to be filed against Diddy Combs as he battles his legal troubles. 100. And we're talking about civil lawsuits. Come on, man. 100 civil lawsuits simply says to me that a lot of people are out to get some money from him. That's all it says. Because these people are not looking for justice. They're not looking for, I want him to go to prison. Nah, I don't want no money. I just want that man to hurt. I want him to go to prison. Nobody is saying that. Over 100 lawsuits are expected to be filed shortly. And that's all a money grab. In my opinion, anyways. You know, now, the funny thing about this is, we said it when it first happened, that this is going to turn into a money grab. Because people now see that all I have to do is place myself there and come up with a story that is somewhat believable. Now, with that being said, I think this is why we have said that it is very important that every accusation must come with solid proof. The reason why? Because these civil lawsuits went from 1 to 5 to 7 to 10 to 15 to 100. This is how many people are thinking the same thing. Let's go get this money. Before Diddy's last appeal, he lost 2 bids to be released from jail on bail while he fights this. The first judge, U.S. Magistrate Judge Robin Tarnofsky, sided with the U.S. Attorney's argument that Diddy he posed a risk if he were to be released from detention. He says, I don't believe that counsel has the ability to control you. Given the very significant concerns I have, particularly because of substance abuse and what seems like anger issues. Damn, this is what the judge said to him. The judge says, I do not believe. This is why they actually kept him in jail. The judge says, I don't believe that counsel, meaning his attorneys, have the ability to control you. You're going to get out of here and do your own thing. Given the very significant concerns I have, particularly because of substance abuse and what seems like anger issues. Now, I don't know if y'all know it, but when they arrested Diddy downstairs in the hotel, we seen on video where they met him downstairs in the lobby. Well, apparently they sent agents back upstairs to check the room, to search his room. And of course, it was reported that they found a pink powdery substance, which came back to be cocaine. Now, if you go back and look at Little Rob's accusations on paper, he talked about Young Miami and Young Miami introducing Diddy to that pink cocaine and Young Miami being the one to supply it to him. He even said she flew out to, I forgot where it was, to one of these places. He flew her out, private jet, quickly to get her there with his drugs, his pink cocaine, because he liked it so much. Now, that's funny because when they found what they found in the room actually matches the description. So for the judge to say, I don't think counsel could control you. Basically, the judge is saying, I don't think counsel could control you because you seem like you got a lot of anger issues and you seem like you are on drugs. So you're probably not going to be listening to them anyways. The danger, I think, is quite serious. This is what she said to Diddy. Deciding that the bond package his team offered would not assure his return to court or the safety of the community or a lack of witness tampering. You're going to be out there tampering with witnesses. You might not even show up back to court when you're supposed to. Which, to be honest with you, where the hell can P. Diddy run to in the United States of America? And if they put a stop on him at all ports where private jets take off, where commercial airlines take off, where cruise ships take off, he is not going anywhere. Okay? Now, in a letter to Judge Carter on September 18th, Diddy's attorneys requested for him to be released from custody on $50 million bond secured by the equity in his house and his mother's houses in Florida on the grounds that he had made himself available without them having to come look for him. Pretty much saying, I'm not running anywhere. You know, the letter also said that his daughters and his mother had surrendered their passports to his legal counsel. So even his two daughters and his mama ain't running nowhere. And you can hold them accountable if he leaves. They still rejected it. Now, after that judge upheld the September 17 ruling, his attorney vowed to appeal the decision. I must tell you that this is where they're at today. He said, I told Mr. Combs, I'm going to try and get this case to trial as quickly as possible. I'm going to try to minimize the amount of time that he spends in this very, very difficult and I believe inhumane housing conditions in this special housing unit at the Metropolitan Detention Center. Now, he's trying to get him out, and they have renewed his fight to get that decision overturned so he can actually get out on bail. Now, as far as this one goes today, man, 100 civil suits, over 100 civil suits on the way. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. 101 is over 100. But 199 is over 100 as well. So when the headline says over 100 civil suits are on the way, I gotta think, damn, this is now turning into a dog and pony show. Anybody could get some money off of Diddy at this point. I even made a joke and I said, you know what? I think I'm about to go fabricate up a story and say that Diddy fondled me back in 1999 or 2002 when I was invited to one of his events and blah, blah, blah. I might be able to get me like a little $50,000, $100,000 because that's all people are looking for, honestly. One person says this guy's money is going to dry up and I'm sure he has a final escape account somewhere. He won't see it through. He won't see daylight ever again. That's a lie. I don't think that's true. He didn't kill anybody, so there's no reason for him to not see daylight ever again. Unless, you know, the unthinkable happens. Another person says, I guess I don't understand what's illegal about people willing and able and wanting to go to these parties, even the people under 18. I'm 44. And I thought it was so cool in middle and high school to go to high school parties. Same stuff was happening, just not billions of dollars involved, right? And the same thing we've said before. Now, I don't know about the people who are under 18, but everybody else, grown-ass people going to these parties at their own will. And I've said that the problem is not going, but what happens when you get there. Another person says, I don't understand why Diddy gets no bail when he isn't being charged with murder. And I thought the law has always been there to prevent people from fleeing the country or from leaving the city for that matter. Intimidating witnesses, well, that could be a problem. But it could also backfire on him. I mean, I get it. At the end of the day, listen, the person says, I get it. He's a billionaire. But no bail should be used for folks who are a threat to the general public. I'm not convinced that he is a threat to the general public. Like, Diddy was walking around in freaking Times Square and in the middle of everybody right before he got locked up, okay, for days. He wasn't bothering anybody. People were walking up to him, taking videos, pictures, and whatnot. He ain't no threat to no general public. Let's be honest. He is not a deranged individual who goes outside with a damn gun and is threatening to shoot up everybody and then kill himself. He ain't doing none of that stuff. So I don't see why he is labeled that. Now, another person says, I think this is all because someone who is very powerful wants him gone. And then Tom, another person, says, sadly, Diddy is a prime example of why many people are racist. He parlayed minimum talent in an illegitimate art form into an empire, and look what he did with it. Just more R. Kelly animalism. I don't know about all that, but people are entitled to their opinions. A couple more I'm going to read for you. One says, Diddy needs to tell all his honeys to hide all his money because they coming at him and they won't stop. And then another person says, now, to get the other famous rich criminal, fraudster, conmen in jail. Not just Diddy, but all the rest of them. And then Robert says, I could tell he was up to no good from way back in the 90s. I just never liked the guy. And I'm glad that he's finally getting what he deserves. Wow. V said, Diddy will never go to trial. Too many people have too much to lose. In other words, what she's saying is, he might get offed before he makes it that far. Giovanni says Donald Trump has committed more crimes than Diddy can even dream of. And he has been with more prostitutes than Diddy can even dream of. He even married one. People are worried about Diddy, but you all about to vote for one of the biggest crooks in U.S. history. 34 felonies under his belt. And he is out here with his sentencing delayed as he runs for president of the United States of America, and you all are worried about Diddy. Damn. I'll leave that one right there. Y'all leave your comments in the comment section below, and I'll catch you on the next video. It's Hot Topics TV /BrainFLoTv. You already know, if the topic is hot, we're on it. I'm out. Peace.